Hello, hello, my peoples. What we got going on here today?
We got
Hello,
Sweet
hello,
Mama's
hello.
birthday. So we have our relationship podcast with DJ Concrete, Miss Leslie Baldy E, and Sweet Mama, the birthday woman.
Happy
Yes,
birthday, sweet
happy
mama.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet mama.
Uh-oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Amen and
If it's
hallelujah.
your birthday, make some
Thank you
noise.
so
Woo!
Happy birthday.
Thank you
Dang.
You're
for
welcome.
another year around the sun. Thank you everybody for the well wishes. This is our Are You For Real Relationship podcast. So let's
Are
get
you
into
for
it.
real?
So
Right.
So I was telling the team that I got a lot of well wishes today, a lot of peekaboos, a lot of boos, old boos, wannabe boos. So as a single person, I'm just trying to get some information to make me better myself and potentially may have a quality mate. So there's some things that I need to be schooled on as an individual. You know, sometimes they say the old way is not the best way, and the new way might be a better way. So with that being said, we got a couple topics, and everyone is going to chime in, and we can do as much adding information. This is a learning and teachable moment session for Sweet Mama's birthday.
Yes.
So let's get into it. So there are levels to this thing in relationships and getting to know people. So the first one, and I know we talked about it before, Miss Leslie, on a back end.
hmm
Main questions to ask someone if you really want to get to know someone.
What questions to ask?
Mm-hmm.
Did you grow up with your mother and father in the home?
Why is that important?
The environment they came from, was it structure? How long, well, depending on how old they are, it shows stability, like they watched a couple be stable, which is their parents, and then the next question is, how did your father treat your mother? And the next question, did your mother treat your father? And the next question is, was there any violence?
That's very deep. That's deep. How you put that, Miss Leslie, because that is
Yes.
so important. It's almost, if you, if it, let's just to say, if you were a graphic designer, right, and
hmm
you needed this, or if you were on like a team that made movies, right, you're going to need a fast, reliable computer, right?
hmm
So, does it matter who builds that computer?
Yes.
Definitely. Does it matter, who programs that computer?
Yes.
Yes. So same thing like a person. You know what I'm saying? Who programmed this man or who programmed this woman? So it's very important, in situations like that. So what you said was actually very deep.
And then if they had some issues in the home or whatever, did you ever get therapy for it?
You're right. Right. Yeah.
And how long
Huh.
did you stay in counseling? Did you need a treatment plan or you just went one time?
I, that's kind of hard with people nowadays.
With the
I get the
personal
questions.
information?
I get the questions, but then when you start talking about mental health in the African American community, mostly, because that's
Mm.
typically who we're going to try to, this group is probably going to try to relate to. There's a stigma behind mental health therapy. African American people play that going to the church was all the therapy they need on Sunday. They get their life right. They sing a couple of songs. Pastor say the word. You fall out. You get the Holy Ghost. You run around the church at 12 noon. You pay your tithes off. You get the benediction. You go home. Or you go out to back in the day. Used to be horn and horn on the hill. Cat
Oh, horn and horn.
or Ponderosa. I'm about to take y'all
Way
back to
back.
our age group. Or
Right.
Sizzler. That's back in the day.
Oh,
That was all
Sizzler.
the therapy you need.
Yes.
Nowadays, if you talk about with all these practitioners that we have and all these social workers and all these things, we're still underpopulated in the demographic as individuals who seek out therapy. Our
True.
therapist, our homeboy, our miserable relative, a co-worker,
Smoking.
Or the
smoking
abuser
weed, the
itself,
bottle, the
or the
weed,
abuser.
right? Or other substances or other things to soothe your feelings. So when you say the word mental health to people, it just they clam up. They clam up.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we? What else? What other questions besides the one Miss Leslie asked? Do you think someone should ask to get to know someone and expand? Baldy.
Are you single? Do you Who do you live with? Do you live by yourself? Do you live with roommates? Those are always good questions. The first question, definitely, are you single? Some people will not tell you unless you ask, and then they'll put it on you and say, well, you ain't asked me was I single. You didn't ask me was I married, or you didn't ask me did I have somebody else in my life. You
Right.
might be on your third or fourth date, and then you might say, I never asked you, are you single? And they might say, oh, no, I'm married. Oh, we not together though. I'm not
And
saying,
then some people are smart mouth. They'll say, "I'm single until I say I do at the altar."
but they might already said they did. They just ain't, with that
No,
person
they
no
say,
more.
"Yes,
Yeah.
I'm single. I'm not married. I'm single until I get to the altar and say, yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Your own. I want it."
Yeah, but see, that's like, those are games almost, though. I mean, you gotta almost ask somebody, are they like baggage? Can anybody claim you? Can anybody claim you? Can anybody today say you are theirs? Are they posting pictures? Can anybody post you somewhere? Could somebody see me and this woman out right now and not be upset? Could a dude that she dealing with not be upset and say, "Oh no, we not even close like that. We just whatever type friends."
Okay.
Huh.
Those are
Concrete.
questions I ask. I mean, I think that the asking people are they single, I think that should be the first question you ask. Not even day one, but when you meet the person in person, hey, how you doing? And whatever the conversation is, you should say, are you single? You shouldn't wait until you talk to them on the phone or you giving your number to them. 'Cause I mean, you wasting your time if they're not single. Do you really want to get involved in a messy situation?
Okay. Concrete.
Uh, I mean, actually, Baldy and Miss Leslie just said quite a few things that I would ask, but you also have to ask, do you already have kids? Have you ever been married? Have you, you know, are you seeing someone now? You know what I'm saying? Because you
Right.
got to ask that these days. Um, can you cook? Uh, you know what I mean?
You gotta eat.
Is that a deal breaker if
Exactly.
someone can't cook?
Huh?
I'm
Is
sorry.
that a
I
deal
wasn't
breaker?
laughing at you, Concrete. I was laughing at Barbara. Barbara Fresh, Jay.
Oh, y'all can see the comments, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She said you got to say, are you single, or is your man in jail single?
Oh
Right.
wow.
And
Oh
that's
wow.
true. That's true.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I ain't never think
Yeah.
of it like,
So,
is your
and
man in
that's
jail?
that's the sad thing about today because again, just like she just said that, are you single? You gotta double up your words these days.
You gotta triple it up. Are you
You know what I'm
single,
saying?
single,
Right.
single?
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's just it's rough out here, and like I mean, have you ever been like abused as far as like trauma?
Hmm.
Because you
So
meet a lot
let
of
me
women
stop you
now.
there. Let me ask the question again. How do you? I know how to go into it, but we want our audience to understand how do we go into that. It is difficult on a social level to allude to those questions. How do how do you say are you abused? Have you been abused? Because I
Um,
think
You said,
I mean,
how do you ask those type of questions?
I knew how to ask it because of my profession, but how do you ask it on a social level?
Oh, okay.
On a social
I
level,
mean,
you have to be. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
no,
Concrete.
no, no. You go ahead, E. I'll go behind
So what you have to do is you have to be very sensitive to that person's emotions. I mean, it can't be we sitting in a restaurant drinking vodka and hey, you ever been molested? It can't be like that. It needs to be more like, we having a serious, and I got to break it down again to a serious, serious, serious conversation, and not just we joking and no. Because I can't go from asking you, like, hey, where you want to go on vacation to, hey, you ever been molested? You can't go from, 100 back on down to 0 like that. So you have to do it in a more, I'll say more of a personal situation. We just kind of like alone. Maybe we taking a walk outside or something together near a body of water and we just talking.
Okay.
I
Not
think you
like,
gotta reveal something about yourself to get some stuff.
right. But it has to be on a one-on-one type basis. It can't
I
be
Exactly.
like,
agree.
yeah, it can't be on a group. We out on the beach somewhere, and I just say, "Hey, you ever been molested?" I mean, can't
Right.
really do that. I mean, that's not the time or place. I mean, I agree with Ms. Leslie. You do have to give a piece of yourself there, regardless if it's something like you said, "Hey, I was bullied before," or I had, you know, me and my family aren't close, me and my mother aren't close, or me and my father are not close. You have to reveal something of yourself to get that, to make that person feel like you are a person and you're not just this perfect individual.
Hmm.
Okay.
you. Yeah, I
Concrete.
agree with that as well. I mean, you just can't go up and say, hey, you ever got your butt whipped at home? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's
right,
Right.
you
right,
can't approach it like that. And I agree. Sometimes you gotta get to that level, and sometimes even if it didn't really happen to you, to see if they loosen up, just to see, because you need to know. You know what I mean? You need to know that because if you're going to deal with it later if you
definitely.
if you pursue the relationship and stuff like that. You may even really deeply love the person and willing to deal with it, but at some point it's going to become to a point where maybe you can't handle it, and then what you going to do?
Right,
You know
Right.
what I mean?
right.
So those things are very important to find out, and because it's some situations out here, and you really don't want to really that you really don't want to mess with.
You don't want to
Right.
mess with if a person didn't have therapy, because there's a lot of people who got some situations.
And you
Yeah,
gotta tell people therapy is okay. Like you
Exactly.
gotta make it okay to people and not this dirty word.
Right.
And a lot of times in our community, it's a dirty word. Like somebody
Right.
in therapy, you looking at them like, oh my God, what happened to you? And it may not be that. It may be maybe they have some other things going on in their life. Maybe they have a gambling addiction. It may not go as deep as molestation or anything like
I can
that.
give you one. After divorce, you need therapy after that.
That's true. I can
I get
agree.
therapy after my divorce because it's an adjustment. Because for 23
Right,
years, I had a significant other, and now it's like he's not around anymore. So, the
right,
soulmate BFF is not there anymore. You know what I mean? So,
right,
yeah.
you you
It
you,
it,
you
it could
lost
be
some
very.
things. Like the whole relationship wasn't bad. Every relationship had pros and cons, but you lose some things. So sometimes you can't even talk to the person that you had divorced. Some people just can't communicate at all.
Yeah, it could
I
be
give you
very hurtful because
Yeah.
you used to waking up every day to that, and now you have to change your whole system, and then
right,
and then the life that we're this world that we living in right now makes it even more difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it definitely ain't easy,
And
and
you're in a vulnerable state.
yeah, and
right.
and me also, if I'm with somebody, I'm going to do the therapy with them because it ain't no use to me being broken, but you getting help.
Right.
You're
Exactly.
gonna come back to a broken man, or if I'm, if you're broken, and you know what I'm saying, just vice versa. I don't want to go back to a broken situation, and I'm trying to fix myself, or same thing with her. So you got to do that together.
Right.
So BJ says in the comments, I can talk to you all all night about it's supposed to be domestic violence and how people overcome it.
Hmm.
Yeah, hey, well, we're open to hear what she has to say. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Because
call in.
yeah, well, here's the bad part. Tonight, well, it's not the bad part, but I'm not in studio tonight, so the call-in hookup is there. But this is, my first time doing it direct from the phone, so it's working pretty
Right.
good for us, tonight because we have to get on here, and maybe sometimes we can touch some people's hearts, or sometimes some people may comment and touch our heart and maybe help
Well,
us.
Right.
I actually had a conversation with somebody today, and I asked them to call in when we on the radio. I mean, on the
Okay,
podcast. I asked him to call in because he was talking about his relationship with his wife, and he was saying that his wife wasn't the person that was the love of his life, and I was just sitting there
mhm,
like, wow. Because I tell everybody that I see now, like, can you go on Street Tactics Radio and you can see me doing the podcast with my friends?
right.
We got two men and we got two women. If you have any issues going on in your life or some good things going on in your life, you about to get married or something, and you have some anxiety or anything about that, you can just call in. So that's how
Yeah, 'cause
I'm doing the grassroots thing until we get the billboard.
and then
But
something
you
else. I mean, and that's dope. That all of us, spread the word or whatever, and that is definitely dope. We're gonna keep this thing going. Um, but even like right now, my situation has changed, in my life, and I'm just getting through it or whatever. It ain't easy, but I'm gonna do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna stay busy, and that's the thing that a lot of men need to pay attention to. Try not to be idle in your life. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. Take care of the people that you love, but stay busy. Because if you're going through something like this, that's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna get through it. You ain't gonna get through it with an idle mind. You see
right.
what I'm saying? So, I would suggest every man, and even women that meet men, I would make sure he busy. Because if he ain't busy, he gonna be getting busy
Mm-hmm.
Right.
in
And
the
life
wrong
and
way.
life and life happens. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just life. I mean, no one's had a perfect life where everything just went the way you thought it was. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, the way your life is now, you didn't expect for it to be that way. I mean, you might have saw yourself going down a different career path, or you might have saw your marriage or other relationships with family going a different way, but they ended up this way. And it's not always a lot of people blame themselves, but it's not always your fault. Sometimes things have to break for things to get better.
right.
And I think that's the hardest part of I guess living is that things have to break sometimes to get better. Sometimes you have to go down to zero to get back up to 100. I mean, it hurts, but you know, you'll get through it.
Right. So let me ask y'all this: Would it be an issue if Well, no, I'm not. We're gonna leave that to another show. We're gonna leave it to another show. What's your other topic, sweet mama?
No, I'm just, we can expand. Anything you feel you want to jump in and say is perfectly fine.
All right. So let
No.
me let me ask you this. Um, I'm gonna ask you this, E. What type of woman that you will be looking for today? And I mean, what's your kind of woman?
Smart, intelligent. I think somebody that holds their own and we can come together and be great together.
Hmm.
Loyal, definitely intelligent. Somebody that can meet me halfway intelligently. Somebody that we can just have a good time together. I think, and that's the thing. I think that sometimes we get so caught on the physical and not on really the personality piece and really getting to know someone and saying, hey, this person is like my best friend. This is somebody that I want to talk to all the time, that I can tell anything to, and not just, oh, if I tell her about this, we can't laugh about it. I gotta only tell her this part of it and then stop the other part because she may get too sensitive about that. You should be able to, and I've never been married before and I'm single. So you should be able to tell your mate whatever's going on in your life, regardless if it's something that's great or it's something that's really bad. You shouldn't be able to tell your wife, hey, I got a raise at work, but then not tell her that you lost your job. You should be able to tell her anything,
All
whatever's
right.
going on in your life.
So good enough. Now let me ask you this: if you was walking down the street and you saw the woman that
Okay.
you looked and said, "Wow, she could be my wife," how would she look? Shape. It does it have to be the shape, the hair, the face, complexion, what?
I don't even think it gotta be that because to be honest with you, I've dealt with women, or the women that I've probably been the most into are women sometimes that I didn't think I would be with. I mean, like when I say be with, meaning that I wouldn't be in a long-term situation with them. I
Mm,
thought possibly it may be a casual situation, but we ended up clicking on a different level and we ended up just getting close like that. I base a lot of my relationships on I want to get to know who you are outside of who you are when we go out to dinner. But who are you on a regular Saturday if we go to Costco, for instance, or going to Target? I want to know who
Mhm.
you are, how you handle your money. How do you do anything in your life? I want to understand who you are. Because if I see a woman that's out here spending a lot of money, not managing her money, always taking her account down to zero, we need to have a conversation. That's not saying that we can never be together, but we need to have a conversation to say, is this something that you need help with? Meaning that you need to get professional help, or you just want to sit down and talk about it, or why are you doing this? Do you feel like you need to live like that? Do you need every Gucci purse in the store? Or are you happy with just one? Is that an insecurity? Do you feel like these are security blankets by you shopping so much? Those are things that you have to ask people to get to know them.
okay, so all right, I'm gonna leave it there. Now, sweet mama, don't think you're getting away. Don't
Oh
think you're
no,
getting away.
I was trying to chill out.
Yeah, I'm sure you was, but we about to unchill you. If you walking up the street and you say, "Boom," you know, uh, I mean, that's got to be the guy. What does he have to look like, and how does he have to be?
Oh, that's a good one for Sweet Mama.
Um, I don't like one particular type of man, as far as like visual. So you
Hmm.
can never say I like one type of man. I've dated shorter men, shorter than I was. Tall men, like I like
That's
a
short.
don't do that. I like
Five one.
extremely tall men. Um, I like slim men. I like uh, big and fluffy men, medium men,
That's
athletic,
what we're gonna say, big and fluffy.
big and fluffy, big and tall, big and sexy, big with
Big and tall. Hey,
big
big
teddy
and tall.
bears. Complexion. I've dated different complexion colors, different bald and bearded, locks, dreads. Um, I think a lot of times it's the eye contact for me. If you can make eye contact, or I like a person who that can be humorous. Don't take yourself so seriously all the time. I like a
Hmm.
humorous person that can make me laugh, because I want to be able to look at you so you can look at something so we can laugh together using nonverbal communication. Being able
Okay.
to communicate, because I may want you to look at something or somebody in the store, and all I should be able to give you the eyes, and it should be work it out, figure out what I'm saying.
Okay.
Um, I definitely like a person who likes to do some cultural things, who can have an intelligent conversation, does not keep asking me out 420 friendly all day, because that's not. Um,
WYD, WYA.
who's not just going to text WYD, WYA. I had to figure that out what all that meant all the time, and nobody wants to see that. And I'd be
Right.
like, you, and then I DK. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm at. So um, definitely for me, I'm a sports person. I like sports. I like going to the arcade. I like monster truck shows. I like definitely love car shows. I'd be glad when they bring those back. I like the little romantic things. Go to the beach, go to the shows. I like the driving at night and looking at the lights. Um, and just us chilling to some old music. It doesn't have to be old. It's not the new wave music. Not that hollering
You don't
stuff.
want to chill the Migos?
No. But I like, you take me back to the Bee Gees and Michael McDonald, Patti LaBelle, the OJs,
Ohio players.
not necessarily all that, but the
Man, go
romantic
ahead.
music and talk, had conversations, and be a good listener. Just like I need to learn to listen, men need to learn to listen and ask those questions and want to try things. Not saying so. A lot of people. Oh, this is a good one. This is one thing that tricks me up with people when I'm trying to meet them. I am open minded. What does that mean? When a man says I'm open minded or woman, what does say when you say you're open minded? So open minded to what? I need like an explanation for what that means. You might say, I got brown eyes, I work out, I'm open minded. Now what does open minded? Because for me, that can mean a lot of different things in life and society. Are you open to trying new restaurants? Or are you talking about open to different sexual antics? Are you talking about open minded to super adventurous thing? What does open minded mean? I need clarification in the world. If somebody in the chat comments, or once we post this on YouTube, on Street Tactic Radio, Are You For Real Station, please tell me what does open minded on the scene, whether you on dating sites or somebody say, oh yeah, and I'm open minded. Open minded to what? Please help me out. I'm old. I'm a little seasoned. And I need to know what that means because that scares me. Would you say you're open minded? Because I'm not open minded.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope Miss Leslie ain't think she escaped the question.
No, I just see that you helped me out. You blacked out my screen because I had to get it together. I didn't realize that my phone was
No,
Oh,
dead.
I
So
didn't black out your screen. That must be something you did.
I did.
Yeah, you did that.
Oh, I thought I
Now we got
did.
something say L. Then we back to a black screen. Then we got an L.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
we see your name, but
Well,
not nothing
well,
else. Yeah.
it
But
says host has disabled your video.
Oh Lord.
Who's
oh
the
yeah, I
host?
didn't do that. But I'll try to what's the name? But anyway, all right. So now,
I thought you
Miss
just wanted
Leslie,
to look
what
at
is
it.
your ideal man? If you just saw him walking down the street, whatever, and he woke you up and said, "Whoa," and how does he have to be? How does he have to look?
Um, he has to present himself as being kind. Um, Maybe open the door for me. I like chivalry. Open the door for me or something. Ask me, can I help you with your bags? Do you need help? Um,
Hey, look at the comments, y'all.
Kindness
Look
is
what.
everything for me. Um, what does he have to look like? Um,
Oh Lord.
I am attracted to brown skin, so he can't be light skinned.
No, we got a colorist in here. Colorist.
Yes, I am definitely a color. Something about brown skin turns me on, and I'm not trying to change that for nobody. It is what it is. So,
Oh Lord.
Hey, y'all know what? I just noticed something. Dougie said that, and this was to your comment, sweet mama.
Let's
He
see.
said that to me, open-minded means that dude going both ways.
Oh Lord.
it's a sexual thing.
Right. So,
Wow.
so
They
back to
either
you.
I guess
into
I'm gonna be
something
single, but go
crazy or
ahead.
they swapping both sides.
I guess I'm gonna be single.
That's what Barbara said.
Guess I'll be
Yeah.
single.
So, how else does he have to look? I'm like Baldy E. The teeth.
Oh God, don't start that again today.
Eh,
Don't start
We
that.
have
Yeah.
that in common. I was just messing with him, grilling him like that.
Hey, Miss
yes,
Leslie,
man.
whatever's going on, that's definitely your whatever you did on your end. But
On my end,
yeah.
it
So
said host has disabled your video. I hit
yeah,
the
I
video to
didn't just
start, and it says,
see. I just hit it again because it keeps doing something. Hold on.
I guess it
Uh,
was.
host has enabled your video.
nah, I didn't. I
At
ain't
first it
doing it.
said disabled, then it say now it's saying enable.
If
Are
you
you
if
hitting
you wanna
something?
if you wanna click off and come back on with
Okay,
that
I'll
same
do
link.
that.
All right.
I'll
So
leave and come back in.
all right. So let's say if a dude come up to you talking about both ways, with or a female talking
Oh
about, I mean, not
Lord.
both ways. With open minded. E, what you gonna think she talking?
Let me get on the screen real close.
I'm gonna think both ways. I honestly speaking, I'm gonna go with the same thing like Dougie, but for the women, I'm gonna think the same thing both
That
ways.
she go both ways?
Yeah, open minded like that's I don't know. It's like a double-edged sword. I mean, double-edged sword because they could be saying, "Well, I'm open minded by traveling or wanting to travel. I'm not afraid to go jump on a plane and go somewhere." I think it needs to be expanded on. Like if you're gonna say open minded, I'm open minded to traveling, going skiing, or trying new restaurants, like Sweet Mama said. It needs to be another word added on
Mm-hmm.
once you say
Well,
open
here's the
minded.
thing. Sometimes it don't have to be another word. It's how it's presented to you. She could say, "Well, I'm open minded."
No, but I'm talking
No,
about
no, no. But we talking about
dating
writing.
sites
Yeah.
on dating
Nah, I'm talking
applications.
about if she tell you that, what you
Oh, in
gonna think?
person? Yeah. In person,
No, but still, you gotta specify what does open-minded mean because it's
Yeah,
every
nah.
you
If
mean
they put that twang on it, that's something else. That right
like
there.
you might say, well, I'm gonna bring Miss Leslie in. It might be like I'm open-minded to like we talked about in one of our single groups the different levels of sex. Like
The
people got
different
like
levels of what?
sex.
Oh yeah, it is
So
levels to it.
once you go through as you growing up, you're having a lot of let's say regular sex. Regular sex means missionary, doggy. Then you think about you start seeing porn, hear your boys, the girls talk about, oh well maybe we'll start having sex outside. Maybe we'll, like the exhibitions where you have people watching you have sex. Then it goes up like, oh well let's try some toys. Okay, let's try bringing somebody else in the bedroom. Okay, let's go maybe watch and go through some extreme pain. Hey, let's go up to the orgies. Let's go to maybe we'll invest in a sex room. The kids have left the building, they've left your home. Let's try some freaky things. Let's get the swing. You see people swinging and swinging and swinging.
Hold
Then you
on, hold on, hold on. Sweet Mama, you just put out a lot of suggestions. I mean, I'm trying.
Yes.
I know at least 3 or 4 of them.
Sweet mama got sweet back.
Yeah, she was going in. If I would have just stopped, and she'd have been talking about y'all
but
seen the
that's the
Ringing
open
Brothers
minded
I'm
circle?
starting to feel
Yeah.
this little. Like I'm starting to feel this little. Like I'm bored in this house or
and
what?
that's the open minded because as I talk to men, it's like, okay, I
now Sweet Mama. Oh
let's talk about
Lord.
battering rams, and I didn't hear a lot of stuff till I start dealing with different type of men, especially when you have people that are I'm not gonna narrow people. I'm like, I've dated guys in the military that were Marines. So they've dealt with extreme pain, their mental health, they go overseas, they got these little kinky sex places they go to and they bring to the military men. So the heightened level of sexuality with people, you have to learn the people that you're dealing with. The regular old, you just gonna be pleasured by the man and not pleasure him. Or now I've had, not saying because of what they are, I've had men to ask me to do sexual things to them that I wouldn't have heard 10 years ago because it was so taboo
Would
with
you like
certain
to
people.
enlighten us on what that was?
Oh, to put a strap on and give it to him like I was man, my back was hurting.
You know what?
Ooh.
Hold on. You the second person I heard. It was somebody on YouTube
What
One of them
the hell?
celebrities supposed to expose somebody that I don't know what's going on with these dudes. That's why I don't hang out with people. I just leave them out.
It's like they were not saying that men in the military can't have those sexual feelings, but it was two different guys. Not that they couldn't have feelings, because it's not a look of a person who likes other sex, but the heightened sexuality. They've been to Japan, they've been to China, they've been to Indonesia, where they're getting all these different sex, different people. It's not just the same race of African American. Different races, so their heightened level, that pain and that intensity of sex. So that's why you see people now wanting to see strange sex, people having sex with horses, animals, dogs, cats. And then
Oh my God.
no, because think about how many people have been caught with pornography. So when you talk about that, it's the heightened level of sexuality. That's not please me. I need to do a little more. Okay, Miss Sweet Mama is not giving
What the hell?
the more sexual pleasure I need. Now I need to go to Miss Leslie. I need her because I know she can sing and she like to light her candles and burn the candle wax on the bath and stuff like that. So
I like that wax drip on you. I about
right,
that wax
that's what
light.
I'm saying. That heightened sexual, so the intensity of sex of people is getting more and more. I know. I heard a story about a guy that somebody I know had sex with him, and it was just those two. But then when she found out he was already in a relationship with somebody else, and his woman allowed him to have sex with her girlfriends because she was having sex with them as well. So they were doing threesomes and foursomes, whatever.
Wow.
So it's that openness. It's that I done had so many. I done did all this at the clubs. I've been at the Magic Cities. I've been at the King of Diamonds. I've been here. I've been there, and now I want something different. So now, men, they stay, or people, I'm not gonna say men, they see all this social media, because we talk about subliminal messages in social media. You want me to pour salad dressing on your penis and lick it all. Salad dressing.
Wow.
What the hell?
Salad
So it's
dressing.
like the
What the
openness of
hell?
What happened to
people.
whipped cream? That was
So
like
it's
back
not
in
like,
the
oh,
80s.
well, we're going in, and so life is beautiful. It's just that I go in knowing that somebody's mind gonna be already warped. And I
Y'all see
got
what
What
y'all
the
see what
the
hell?
they saying in
layers
the
of their
comments.
mind.
Read
Right,
the
but I got to think,
comments.
the layers of their mind. It said a lot of people are by, oh, wow, Simply 10. Really? Oh, Lord. Okay. So they,
So
they
they
want
want
to
to
get,
be pegged.
what does that mean?
Guess hit from the back, pinned up, pegged.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all
And
schooling me
then
on that.
somebody said, "Creep, you know you swing from the
Swing from
chandelier."
chandelier.
Nah, I'm afraid of
Barbara,
heights.
Barbara said you be swinging from the chandelier. Stop playing.
Nah, I'm afraid of heights.
But I mean, Sweet Mama did touch on a good point. I
Hmm.
think that you gotta ask people, have they ever had some of these experiences? I mean, once you start to really get to know somebody and you decide, hey man, we're gonna start to be physical, you need to know these things about the person. You need to
So,
ask them,
oh,
huh?
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need to ask them like, hey, do you like this? Is this something that you like? Because maybe it may be something that you're really not into. You might say, those whips and chains, that's not my thing. Pain and getting burned, that's not my thing. We already been in whips and chains already. I mean, so that's not my thing. So I think those are things that do have to come up. I mean, I think you can't just shy away and say, nah, that person working 9 to 5, they not into that, because they might not. They may really be into those things that Sweet Mama was describing. Don't know. I mean, how people are people. Some
So
people
do
are
you think?
very, huh?
Do
Go ahead.
you think people you should talk about your preference? Like I should tell a guy like what I like and what
I
I'm
don't think it's
attracted to.
about. I don't think it's about you telling them. Let them open up the floor and let them speak on it
No,
without
so
judgment.
what I usually say is, what's off limits? What is
Oh Lord.
what's off limits to
That's
you, or
broad,
what you
sweet
don't?
mama, sweet
No, then
mama,
I say, what is it that you
mama, sweet.
absolutely do not like? And they might say, I might not like fingers on my butt, or they might say, I like fingers up my butt. It just depends. So you
Mm-hmm.
gotta ask what's off limit, because that could be a
Jesus,
trigger
man.
point. It could be a sexual, because remember, men are sexually assaulted, abused as well. So
Mm-hmm.
they don't have that
We going
in
back to
them.
therapy now.
Well,
Yep.
that's what I do, and that's what we saying. That's what it is. Because you have to ask. I don't want to get in a situation as a woman and I do something that triggers something, and then he assaults me or kill me. You see what I'm saying? People
Mm-hmm.
mind can be triggered by the slightest thing. So that's why, even though you might be in a heated moment, you better keep your eyes open and understand who you're dealing with. What are some triggers? Somebody said don't blow in their ear; it make them feel funny or whatever. So you gotta maybe test things out, but like always be on guard when you're testing things out. It's a shame it has to be like that, but a lot of things have happened.
Be first said, Lord.
Yeah, she said, Lord. That's what I just looked at. Lord.
It's a lot out here.
Lord help me,
It's not
Jesus.
as
But no,
easy as people
I
think
think
it
that
is.
you have to start the conversation. Like when you decide, hey man, me and this person, I'm digging this person, I'm trying to start something physical with this person. You got to be open to. But Sweet Mama kept it real broad. What's off limits? I mean, what if you get the response back that he says
Nothing.
nothing?
So
Then
then
what?
I'll ask. Then I'll ask some follow-up questions.
Mm-mm.
Well, Dougie said that after the first dinner, he trying to find out everything so he can see if it's gonna be a second dinner or not.
But
So
I'm gonna say
Hey,
this, Dougie. I don't even let it go that far. Before I even go out with you, these are things I need to find out before we even get that far to go out. You got to have
I can
those
agree with that.
conversations.
Mm-hmm. You gotta ask him, did
I'm
you
not
ever
gonna waste
take
my
it
time. We
before?
talking
I
about I
think
want
Did
right
you
because
ever take it before?
But
well,
see,
if
I
you
think I think I think people have gotten on this whole texting thing too hard,
I
where
hate it.
no one is really having a real conversation
I
and
hate it.
saying,
It's
"Hey,
so impersonal.
let's have an intelligent conversation, and let's talk at a high
You get
level.
a
Let's
lot of
not talk at
information.
this childish level of you don't like me and I don't like you. Let's talk at a real level and say, hey, we both are attracted. These physical things are probably going to happen. Let's talk about what are our limits for this? You
Mm-hmm.
know, do you want to be choked? I mean, do you not want to be choked? Do you want to be spanked? I mean, you want to ask those things so that you know, right,
but
sweet
you
mama?
also with that you want to also ask those health questions. When last time
Yes.
you did HIV test, AIDS, do you strap
Yes.
up? Do you don't strap up? Do
I
you
got
have any
one better.
No, I
allergies?
got one really better.
Oh
You bring
Lord.
out your
What?
cell phone and you say, "Oh, my doctor just hit me up. Oh, I got my chart on my phone. You have my chart on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Or I,
anybody who go to the doctors on a regular have my chart on their phone.
and I'm gonna say this one better. How about go get tested together?
Exactly. Your first date be at the clinic.
All right.
Hey, I
can't
ain't got
beat
no
that.
I
problem
make
with it.
one for you.
Because
Right.
I actually knew a female who had AIDS and she gave it to two brothers. She passed away.
Mm,
But
wow,
yeah, she gave it to two brothers
that's
and she
sad.
lived in one community in
Mm.
South and then she went east because everybody in South knew about it because I guess at that time they would knock on your door. The health department would come get you and
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you were aware of your status. If they couldn't get in touch with you, they were knocking at the door. Is what I heard. I never seen it myself, but I heard that's what happened with her. But I don't know. But anyway, um, and I knew about the one brother that she was dealing with, but then it was like the other brother hanged out northeast, and she went and messed with his brother and gave it to him. So two brothers passed away for dealing with the same female. She gave it to a lot of people in East Baltimore. Like
Oh Lord.
her body was banging, so they was looking at that. They were
Mm.
superficial, and they
See,
got
now
caught up in that track.
that's one thing right there. Like for me, like it's not about the banging body. It ain't about none of that no more. You know,
No,
I mean, when I was immature, I was, I guess, looking for that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But then, just so happened, I've been married for so long. Just so happened I had the luxuries of that in my marriage, right?
right,
But I'm just saying
Right.
now, like, yeah, I don't look for that. And you know
right.
what I mean?
Right.
And even I was asked, um, am I looking, I mean, am I ready to date and all this whole other stuff? And I said no. I said
Mm,
the woman's going. I'm not ready to date because the woman is going to come to me.
Right.
That's how, if she meant for me, she's going to come to me. And some women are going to say, he's going to come to her.
Right.
And it's
Right.
nothing wrong with that. So that's how I look at it. Like, I ain't out here looking for nothing. I'm out here to survive right now, and she's gonna come to me.
Right.
So, but what did y'all think about the? I actually had to say this the other day with the BET Awards. First of all, I don't look at award shows no more.
Me either.
It's all phony to me. But
Mhm.
on that stage, I saw a lot of insecurity
Yes.
and mental illness, right?
Yes.
What did y'all? I didn't watch it. I just saw pieces
I
of it,
watched
and
the
that was enough for
recaps.
me.
Yeah.
What did y'all see? What did y'all get out of that?
I wasn't impressed. I
Yeah.
mean, I was happy to see them honor Puff. Definitely. I mean, he's from our era. He is.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I wasn't impressed. Like you said, award shows aren't what they used to be. It's not like back in the day, the Source Awards. Now, Source Awards back in the day, yes,
Yeah.
we all watched that, especially the one, the East and the West one.
Right.
We watched that, and it was different. It wasn't about high fashion. It was
Right.
more about rivalry. It was about
Right.
being rivals, the East and the West. It wasn't about, what Suge Knight wearing tonight? What Tupac wearing tonight? What Dr. Dre wearing tonight? What Puff wearing? Now it's more like what these people wear. And to me, I don't even really care what you wear. Can you
Mhm.
sing? Can you rap? Can you do your performance correctly? That's what matters.
What
It's
y'all think
not
about Puffy
about,
with the money he gave to Howard University?
oh, definitely.
I think it should be
Definitely.
more
Hats
of
off
that.
to.
I think it should be more of that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know what? It's great that he did it, and we all know that it was a tax write-off also, but it is going to help a lot. But my thing is, like, I can't be I'm not going to be a part of that. Like, I'm a 90s style or 90s old school hip hop head. I can't do none of this new stuff. I'm not going to do none of it. And that's another reason why we created the Brutally Honest Rap Show.
Mhm.
but
See what I'm saying?
Concrete, I was
Huh?
happy to see Jodeci. I was happy to see
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Jodeci.
yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, all them guys, man, they deserve that spotlight at that time. But I'm like Lil Kim. Come on.
That's not the Kim we came up on.
Yeah, she messed herself up. Like I was telling somebody earlier, she looked like an old '70s chair. She was shaped so weird. I mean, it was just pitiful. Like, really? You gonna come out there like that? And then the way she was doing her little dance, it was spooky actually. But I mean, I don't like when people mess themselves up like that. She was fine, just the way she was. Accept yourself.
That's a mental health issue. Like
Yeah,
she
Right.
depicts a mental health issue.
right.
She's not the Kim that we knew. She
No.
wasn't the
Right.
Kim that was
We
Junior
loved and
Mafia Kim.
adored and thought she was beautiful the
Right.
way how she was. Like she got into
Right.
Hollywood and they made her feel like she wasn't good enough. And I know a lot of dark skinned women be having color complexes and men have the same color complex because of back when we were younger.
Right.
It was like the light skinned guys with curly hair with the one, and then it was the light skinned girl with the pretty hair was the one, or another nationality girl was the one. So you notice
I
like
love all
recent,
shades of women.
yeah, but you notice recently that it's like people have this saying, dark skinned girls winning, and
Right.
I've seen producers and actresses say that they haven't gotten role because all the dark skinned women are getting a role, like Viola Davis, and who else? I can't think of the other names right now, but
I think it's come with trends. You're saying
Yeah,
like the
it's a trend. It's
women.
a dark
You
skin
know,
trend now.
say
But
all
they
the
always been in.
right.
Right.
They'll say, oh, the plus size women are now in, like the Lizzos, the
Y'all
Jennifer
hold on for a second. I mean, y'all go ahead.
Green,
Go
Okay.
ahead. Now y'all go ahead.
Jasmine
Fenty,
Finish.
Sullivan is
Fenty Savage,
yeah. They just
Rihanna's that line Rihanna represents, I guess.
what about it?
That Fenty Savage line, I like that line. And that's for plus size women.
Absolutely, I got me some 50 Savage,
I surely
but
do.
you know they always say,
I mean,
oh, well, plus
They
size
have
women
some
are
cute stuff,
in.
don't they, sweet mama?
Girl, that's
We be
expensive
dressed
too.
all up and again, I don't have nobody
Nothing
looking.
going on.
And it's like, for me,
Squeezing
I
the life
can have
out
a
of
whole
somebody.
lot going on. I'm just being selective because trust and believe, I can have a whole lot going on. I don't have no problem in that department. It's just that it's like everything ain't for me. And I
Y'all see,
want
Dougie said he'd rather look at country music. I mean, and that's where it's
to.
gotten. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's where it's
Right.
gotten now, because things have just gotten so crazy these days. It's ridiculous. So I'm like that too. I listen to all genres of music, and even on our show, Brutally Honest Rap Show, all that music is welcome.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? But it's just like, man, our culture, and that's something, a topic we're gonna have to have one day too, because what it is. I feel as though our culture is so messed up right now. It's ridiculous, and
Mm-hmm.
it's due to a lot of music, and it's due to a lot of television and all that stuff. So things are just really crazy these days. So, the popo just came up on me.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, he was real cool about it though. I rolled my window down. Y'all ain't even notice it.
I
Mm-mm.
didn't.
I noticed it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
that's who that was. Yeah.
yeah. It was Popo.
Like,
He
So,
what
said
you
something
doing?
to you?
What you doing?
yeah, I rolled the window down, everything, and then another one just rolled past, but they cool though, because the other one just checked me out. He was actually smiling and was like, "Hey, I was just checking to make sure you was good or whatever." But he ran my tag. I let him run my tag and all that, but it's all good. It's all good.
Right.
Guy
Mhm.
sitting out here in a parking lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
And,
doing
and it's
suspicious
another one right there
activity.
too.
He's talking to someone and we don't see who they are.
Right.
Right.
Tell him
So
to go
Don't know what he's
to
doing.
Street Tactics Radio and check out our channel, and he can see who he's talking
Tell
to.
them they don't want to
Right.
go live.
You know what? You should
well,
pass him a business card.
well,
Hey, here
he
you go.
he was already on live. So,
Right.
but
But I
but
mean,
yeah,
he could be concerned for somebody's safety because you could have had a heart attack in there. He could save your life.
True.
right. Well, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna have that conversation, because some people may beg to differ to what I have to say about that. Like, y'all know, I love music. I'm heavily into music, and I'm sure you guys are as well. But I'm telling you, our music has a big effect, and sometimes there's a negative effect on us as people. And
Yes, it
especially
does.
people of color.
Right.
It does.
So a lot of that stuff, like, I kind of cut out myself, as odd as that may sound, because I saw it, and it was just like situations where, say for instance, like, I'm gonna use us as guys, right? Let's say if we argue with our significant other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then us is like, I'm not like that, but you know how some guys, they'll put their tail in between their legs and be like, okay, I'm just gone, and go in the room, whatever. And then they turn on Brandy or somebody, or I'm stuck in it. I don't even know who out now. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
they put on one of them females, and the female talking about, I can treat you better, whatever. And the female, that he was just, his partners out there chilling. I mean, well, she ain't chilling, but she hear him in the back in the room with this song singing, I can treat you better and all that stuff. And then he come out, be like, I wish you treat me like the song.
Mm.
Oh Lord.
He just went in there and got damaged by that song, thinking that she's supposed to treat him like that.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And same
Yeah.
thing for women. Yeah, the guys talking about they down on bended knee. I'm sorry, I did this, I did that. Woo, 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 woo. And now the females want us to be just like these dudes on the song. Like, wait a minute. First of all, this dude is just singing the song. Second of all, somebody wrote it for him. It's entertainment. You see what I'm saying? So don't let that sink in your mind. And so some people be in dark places and they let this music actually, they think that it's helping them, but it's actually damaging them. So I have to change my twist on that. You know what I mean? On a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, that's understood. Yeah,
Music is actually put here, especially now, to damage us. They know they have an agenda with this stuff, because at first they wouldn't have let none of this stuff through and be out on the radio no more.
I had to make a confession.
Confession?
A confession.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I love to dance to ratchet music.
Okay.
But you know,
when I go in the gym, that pumps me up. It makes me work. Like today, when I was walking up them steps, I was listening to Nardo, Who Wants Smoke. I don't know, like.
But you know what? It affects us differently than someone that is 16, 15, or something like that listening to that type of music. What it does to the youth, it makes them say, oh man, I need those Jordans out there. Nobody our age is like, man, I gotta have them Jordans. I'm gonna go steal them off somebody's feet or rob or beat somebody up for them. Somebody 16 is gonna be like, I gotta go rob somebody. I gotta go do something illegal possibly.
And it happened. It happened a lot. Trust me.
Exactly. Mine is.
I remember when starter jackets were real big back in the day.
For me, it just pumps me. It pumps me up. Like, who wants to smoke with me? I'm about to go up these steps. You can't go up these steps with me. Who wants to smoke with me?
But people are trying to find an identity. Like, you know, Concrete might have been the slickest dude who mixed back in the day, and Miss Legend might have been a pretty little short, sexy thing with the nice hair, and Baldy E might have been the bald and bearded dude back then. You know, people trying to find their identities. And when you're in a world, so many people that bullies people, because you talk about bullying with the younger folk, we got bullied, but we weren't committing suicide and we weren't doing some hostile things that people are doing. You got bullied for being fat, chocolate, dark, small, tall. Boys was eating little green boogies when your clothes was good.
Man, you got
shaking my
for being poor.
Yeah,
for
you
being
know,
poor.
To me dancing, to me working out.
You know, you used to wear fishes and kids. If you as
BKs,
you got older,
British Knights.
when you went to in high school, did you have the Guess jeans, the FUBU, the Boo Boo, the
starter jackets?
You got the gold fronts, you got the gold fingernails. I used to get me a little gold fingernail from Mondorman little jewelry store to glue down on my little fingernails, and you got the hoop earrings, had to put your name in it, and the guys got to have a starter
the door knockers.
And
somebody said they thought you was at Burger King Concrete.
I probably was.
They said I'd rather look at country music awards.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because we will put something together.
Some Jesus.
Because I think now, when a lot of guys in our age group, the late 40, even 40, we're gonna say 40 plus range, they're still trying to have the same identity they had in their 20s. They want to dress up in these jeans and sneakers and button-down shirts. Or I have a relative, he think he's attractive, and his hair is coal black. I'm like, baby, you not Punjab.
That's a Beijing.
Yeah, it's coal black mustache. No, sir, because I seen your relatives, and you wearing the Billionaire Boys Club shirts and the pants and the sneakers and the Gucci's and the food. I'm like, you wore that when you was in your 20s. You know, you still wearing that. It's like now you like an old man and all the stuff. You trying to
that's another thing that women should look for, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, has he become to his age and willing to accept it?
No, evolved.
Men see, you see what I'm saying? That is that something that y'all like?
Well, we as women dye our hair. Yes, I'm gonna dye my hair, but for me, I
think everybody has some things that they like.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, are y'all ready? Like, as far as I'm talking to the women now,
Mhm.
are y'all okay with like the dude that just still be, like he in his 20s or teens, but he, in his 40s, 50s?
I think it looks silly.
Mhm.
I've had guys that I've dated or dealt with or I see, and I'm like, you know how people go to their kids, they taking pictures with their son. It's like I can't tell the difference on that you older. You trying to dress like your son. You still buying the dumb sneakers with the Jordans they come out and they fighting for. You still wearing now they wearing skinny jeans and you may not be necessarily skinny, and it's crazy.
Mhm.
Like I'm not gonna roll up with no dude, and that's my preference. To introduce my that dude to my family members to my parents. What's going on here? I get it, but there's a mature way. I'm not
Why I got the
saying
skinnies on?
You
yeah,
got
but
the
I'm not
skinnies
telling
on,
me
Baldy.
yeah, but I'm not saying he gotta have the
Never.
jeans with the pressed crease on in the front like my daddy. But but it's like you're wearing the same clothes as your 20-year-old kids with
Child, yeah.
teenagers. I can't tell if they're like, or you
I
still
think it
talk
has to
about.
be what I think like if people are active sometimes and they go to the gym or whatever, it's just something, that comes along with starting to reverse that look of getting older. Then you regress back to the clothes you wore when you
I
were
don't think I would
younger,
ever did the
because
skinny jeans ever.
you
Like that
could fit
ain't
that stuff. Cause I know
nah.
I wear some gym shorts that I could have wore in the gym when I was like 18 years. No, when I was in school, like when I was 16 years old. You remember those gym shorts? They was black and yellow.
I hate
Oh
them.
yeah.
Yeah, it's black
Yeah.
and yellow, but they
Or
have
you
them
was about
now.
to go to
Like
rec.
Nike has them in just regular colors and stuff like that. But they actually my favorite shorts to work out in. Matter of fact, what I got on right now? Hold up. Y'all probably say I'm too old. Y'all probably say I'm too old for what I got on.
Let's see the shorts. We can't see them.
Shut up, Baldy.
Can you see 'em?
Yeah, but that's what they got out here now, though.
But you going
But
to the gym though. I mean, like,
yeah,
No, I be walking outside too.
yeah. See
oh,
me,
right.
I'm gonna tell you,
Ah.
I don't do the gyms
I
no more
think
though.
I just think if my legs is tight and all that type of stuff, I can wear what I want to wear. And actually,
I
I don't
get it,
care
but I
what
don't want. I
anybody
don't
say
want.
about it. And I never had a
Oh,
man say, I
we
never
can
had a man
say.
tell me, take that off. And not in
I
that
get
way
it,
though.
but I don't want to see Concrete and his sons wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them match unless it's like I am Baltimore shirt or something in reference to your business. Yes. Hey, Dougie.
Right.
Dougie said, look what Dougie said. He said, "Sweet mom, I'm gonna come at you with the gold name belt on it saying Dougie." I'm saying, no, I'll get my name. I'm gonna have my name earrings. I used to have the back and they said Nasty Nick.
Oh
Oh
man,
wow.
the bamboo earrings.
Yep. From
Or the
Montgomery
gold door
Mall
knockers.
on that corner when you come in the building from Burger King and that little guy that I don't know wait for him all that gold jewelry. I had a crush on him at the jewelry store, Lord. But
Yeah.
it's,
Well,
I
I
still see the same men with the. I see the I was at church and I was watching. You just look at people, and I had to sniggle across the aisle. The older men, they still got on nugget watches. I said, people still got gold nugget watches.
dang, that's old school.
Mhm.
Good
That's
gosh. They got
old
Well,
school.
You know
acting
what? At
hold
the
on.
end of the
men.
day, we just can't stop anything like that. People gonna wear what they want to wear. Just go ahead
I
and let
said,
them
man,
be
that's an
happy.
old player
I
because
just
it's
turn my
wifey
head. I might
summer.
laugh at some stuff, but I turn my head. I
But I
Yeah.
remember I
laugh
went to
because I
I
Vegas.
see
mean, you
his
got to do you. You got
yeah,
to
Yeah, I
but
do
went to
you.
what
Vegas,
people
and that's when I was really cut up, and all my kids was grown. Like I was like, I'm leveling all of me up. I'm starting a business. I'm gonna be looking like this. So I came downstairs, and I was walking down the steps, and he was like, "Where you think?" My oldest son said, "Where you think you going, Ma?" And I was like, "I'm going out to explore Vegas." He said, "With that on?" I had on a white beater and some Daisy Dukes. I said, how do I look? He said, you look cute. I said, how do my body look? He's like, it look good. I said, how old do I look? And his roommate said, she don't look like your mama. So I was like, if I feel
I'm,
comfortable in it and I like it, I'm gonna wear it.
I
Oh,
think that's
we're
a
not
good
talking about
outfit for the next show.
comfortability.
I think
Yeah.
that's a good outfit for the
Yes.
next show.
Are you age appropriate? Because I know they don't think I'm age appropriate.
And
You
it's
know,
not.
Miss
It's
For
Leslie,
okay.
me,
You
you
can
should
wear
for
what
wear it
you
me,
want,
next
Miss
time.
Leslie. We
look,
love
You
for
you.
should
me,
wear it.
that actually makes me want to work out. Like I gotta have cute little workout stuff, you know. That's me. Like that
Miss
pumps me
Leslie,
up.
I'm right with you. I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I
it
think
ain't
next
nothing
time
wrong with
you
that.
should wear
But
it.
me, I got a little. I guess sometimes I'm a when it come to workout, well, you said you walk, so that I mean that's like one of the greatest workouts out there. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
like
Walking
me,
steps and steps.
yeah, and I hate running.
I think he got lost.
Concrete.
He just went out. Well, let's read some comments because I'm thinking they said some things.
Let's
Sweet
see.
mama, I'ma come at you with the gold name belt on saying Dougie. He gonna put on his gold name belt that
And
says
probably if I
Dougie.
don't have my glasses on, I'm gonna think it probably said Doogie or Dookie if I don't have
I
my
knew what he meant.
glasses on.
Oh, Dougie. That's his name.
But you know
Yeah,
what? Some stuff from back in the day I rock now. I rock some Diodore.
Some
of
what?
course.
Y'all might not know what Diodores are. Right?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
The shoes,
The shoes
they were
Yeah.
some
Dior.
tennis shoes.
Here he go. He playing games again. My battery died.
Mm. So y'all, I love y'all. We love
We
our
love you
audience.
too. It's been really, really
Perspective
nice.
Radio on YouTube, our channel. Are you for real? Or relationships in life? Because we talk about everything besides relationships in life. We
Hmm.
are basically Friday. We do our brutally honest rap show at 8:30. Hopefully, preluding to that, we can get connected, and then after that, we can go into the Are You for Real though relationship with Baldy E, Miss Leslie, myself, and DJ Concrete. So today was just a special edition for my birthday. Just want to know because I've gotten so much great love from individuals, just trying to see what the world of this single life is. So we are grateful for everyone. See you guys on Friday at 8:30 sharp.
And
YouTube Tactic Radio. Any last words?
yes, hopefully we get some call-ins. We would love to hear from you all. We would love to
Okie dokie.
be the mediator between a situation with you and someone else, or something you just want to get off your chest, and you can remain anonymous. We're here for you. We're not perfect, and we know you're not perfect, so we'll just try to just console you.
Be
Baldy.
safe, and we'll talk to you at the end of the week.
Peace out.
Again, thank
Talk to
you
y'all
for the
Friday.
birthday wishes in the
You,
chat.
you're
Please make
very
sure you
welcome.
check our show on Friday. We'll be ready to go. Have a great night, everyone, and see you later. Peace out.